How many of you have tried to cash out 100K or more? I'm curious how many of you have tried to cash out a large lump sum in one go. It seems people think this is standard. Oh, I can just take 200K whenever I want from said exchange, but that has not been my experience. If you want to pull a lot of cash, you're going to be subject to limits and timeframes, which obviously hinders your ability to sell all at high prices. You also get the exchanges playing games during times of high volatility, where they won't even let you sell regardless of how much USD and set time limits. Never had a problem on Kraken with those amounts. They don't hinder anything. If anything, you have access to OTC trading, which is even better because they give you even better rates, but minimum trade is $100,000. Early guy here. I sold $900,000 over only about 4 days and withdrew all of it without issues at all. The only limit was the $20,000 limit on instant withdrawals, a system in Australia called PayID. But with regular bank transfer it only took a couple of days. By the way, almost all big exchanges will have no trouble at all having $100,000 on the order book. It's barely a blip. What are you trying to tell me? That I can trade my Bitcoin for millions someday? No, Neo. I'm trying to tell you that when you're ready, you won't have to. Why does it hinder your ability to sell for high prices? You can always sell for a stable coin, and then cash out slowly. Or you can sell for the exchange's USD balance and cash out slowly. Wire transfer to an exchange which has OTC trading. It shouldn't be an issue with Coinbase at all. A friend made a killing on a meme coin and cashed out 140K plus without an issue. 25K a day, I think, through a bank and no problem. I had low limits when I first started, but I kept running into them and asked the exchange to increase them and told them why. They increased my limits to what I needed and I have not had an issue since. If you need a higher limit, just ask them to increase it. Never had an issue. Cashed out nearly 7 figures at once during last bull run. I despise Coinbase and will never use them again. But that is the exchange I executed this sale on. Used Coinbase. Has no issues. Had cash in my bank account in about 1-2 days. I did it last run. Sold 400K on Kraken and had it sent to my UK bank. Kraken was fine, had to play the jump through hoops game with the bank. I could tell the guy on the end of the phone was jealous as open mouth smile, open mouth smile, open mouth smile. Why would you sell your Bitcoin for fiat? Doesn't make sense. This is the reality. For anyone who has tried to move 100K in cash, not just Bitcoin, you're up against hurdles. Sure, BTC to another wallet. No problem, but once you're over 10K, banks start looking at you sideways. Filling out suspicious paperwork, transactions, etc. Your best bet is to DCA out. Research your exchange limits. Do the verification needed to increase those limits. And not bank on BTC being instantly liquid. Edit. And I sure as hell am not putting 100K in BTC or cash into any exchange. Piece it out from your cold storage. Then sell in smaller chunks. I tried cashing out $185,000 the other day, but the daily limit is $100,000. You can cash out as much as you wish on Gemini after you've gone through their AML KYC checks. If you're selling a lot of crypto, they need you to convincingly demonstrate where you obtained that crypto to satisfy regulations. You can get large sums wired into your bank account usually within a day or two. I moved money from a 401k, a legit firm, and had the bank freeze everything in my account for weeks. Not just the checks, multiple funds, but all my funds. I had stuff bounce and they still acted like I was doing something shady. I told them just pen the checks till verified. The normal banking process is this. But definitely don't freeze my account. Most people are $1,000 net worthers and have no clue. My experience cashing out has been tough too. If I were you, I'd do it on a swap instead of an exchange. It won't maximize every sale to the fullest. Obviously you will have to do it in increments, but if you are up enough, the absolute top shouldn't be a huge deal breaker. I've never had a problem across 6 exchanges. Amounts order of magnitudes larger. But I don't fuck with no non-KYC fly-by-nighters. If they don't know me, how can I prove it's mine? Last bull run I laddered out well before the top. I used Coinbase and I sold 25% around 55k. Another 25% around 60k. I left the other 50 in the market unfortunately and rode that shit all the way. Was able to pocket about 50k into my stable reserves. Bruh, what is with all these noobs here? ATM tears of joy, tears of joy. P2P, such as Hodlodl, Bisq or Peach. I haven't had any issues. What exchange are you using to cash out? What shady exchange gave you trouble? I'd like to avoid them. I did 5 figures in 2021 on Voyager. They refused to return my Bitcoin, but they agreed to give me dollar to my checking account. It was $15,000 max per day, so that was super annoying. But they did end up giving me the dollar. If you're doing 100k plus, go OTC. If you are planning on doing 6-figure withdrawals to bank, you really should have several exchange accounts to mitigate risk of your transfer being delayed or another unexpected FTX-like event. Kraken, Coinbase, Binance, Bybit, KuCoin, etc. are all good. I'd look at all top exchanges that regularly handle the largest trading volumes. I have used Gemini in the past, but they do handle a small amount of trading volume compared to the others. Exchanges set various daily limits. See your account. I know someone who asked for and got a limit increase. Sold BTC and wired out nearly $300,000 at once. Gemini or Coinbase, don't remember. I have, and no, I didn't have a delay or a problem. No idea what you are talking about. Stop trading on Uncle Ben's Crypto Corner. The telltale signs of an impending bull run are everywhere. WAGMI. I have never had a problem. Nice try, IRS. Cash out limits do not exist. If you have limits, you are utilizing central exchanges. That is a no-no. I love Bitcoin but do not trust any part of Bitcoin. Cash out in a mix of stable coins on a DEX. Then slowly cash out stables to dirty fiat of your choice. I'll never understand people's need to lie to strangers on the internet. I think the problem may arise when you try and transfer a 6-figure sum to your bank account from an exchange. There will come a time where you won't have to sell your Bitcoin. You will be able to spend it. That's what I'm waiting for. Selling was your mistake. Bitcoin is an upgrade to cash. Don't go the other way. How would pulling cash out slower cause of limits hinder selling? IRS just wants to know about those of you that cashed out 200k then just hung out on Reddit to tell everyone. Why would I? I am not paying taxes. What a waste. You never sell assets, you make them work for you. BTC is a tier 1 asset. Op fishing? Lol. I am not. Go look for yourself in BTC, it's 50%. Don't keep all your coins in one exchange. If they go bust, you'll have nothing.